Spooky season is here and we're gonna design an 80s horror movie inspired poster using Kittl. If you haven't signed up for Kittl yet, make sure you sign up for free using the link below so we can create Halloween designs together. I gathered some 80s thrillers posters for inspiration, and there is something in common in almost all of them, which is the chrome effect. So let's take that as an inspiration for our poster. Also, the lighting is very dim, very mysterious. We have the use of some kind of neon colors like in the Motel Hell one, this kind of yellow greenish lighting. And we cannot forget of this very 80s-like type of illustration, this type of style and texture, like the one in A Nightmare on Elm Street or Maximum Overdrive poster, was very trendy in the 80s. Alright, we gather our inspiration, now let's start designing. So let's start by using the gradient tool. So if you click on the background color menu is going to pop up, and all you have to do is click solid color, and a drop down menu is going to appear, and you click gradient color. So black and red are like the spookiest color combo for Halloween, and I'm definitely using that for my background. As I showed previously, the inspirations are pretty cheesy 80s horror movie, and I live for that type of illustration, to be honest. So I'm gonna use AI to help me with that. I want the lighting to be kind of neon, like in Suspiria, the 1977 horror film. So I made sure to include that in the prompt. This is what AI generated, and I'm really satisfied with the results. I love the texture here and the colors. So I'm just removing the background and copying and pasting this image. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to blur the back image to make the lighting look more natural, and I'm adding an object shadow to the front image so the outline looks kind of blurred as well. Now I just play around with the adjustments and go with whatever looks better. Resize the image and I drag it all the way to the left, showing only half of her scared face. Look at how much more mysterious the poster looked just by simply positioning an image in a certain way. Alright, now let's count on AI to generate our background illustration with the same style. I made sure to keep the 80s horror movie style in the prompt, so the second image is similar in style to the first one. And it worked! I think those two images correlate really well. I'm sending this image to the background so I can apply the blending mode to it. It's a background image, so if I leave it like that, it's not going to contrast with our main image, which is the character. So the blending mode is going to help us transform this image more into a detail. It's typography time, and we have to stick to the 80s aesthetic. What is more 80s horror film poster than chrome text? You can easily create chrome effect with the gradient tool by adding multiple colors like this. So make sure to add white between them because that will give the metallic kind of reflection effect. Roughly, it should kind of look like this. Today, I'm gonna make your life even easier and just take a pre-ready chrome effect from a template in Kittl and use that effect for our typography here. So just look for chrome in the search bar and choose your favorite one. Then just copy and paste it to your design and pick the gradient color to the color of your text. Now let's step up our typography game here by transforming and adding shadows and an outer glow to this beautiful text. We angle the text to give a sense of movement. Now if we go to the effects panel and add a black back shadow, of course we won't be able to see anything because the background is black. The secret is basically add a lighter color drop shadow. Look at how nostalgic it looks. I'm just adjusting some things. Maybe the black shadow was too big, so I'm making it smaller, and the outer glow was too light, so I'm setting the opacity a little lower. And don't forget to add an outline stroke so the readability is easier and better. The font I chose was Estora Types, and it has glyphs. You can see them by clicking in this little A+ menu in the text settings, and it allows us to have those groovy extensions to the font. Now I'll just copy and paste this text, which is already ready, and write the rest of the title. Okay, so let's add some more decorative elements, like those sparkly spot elements, which they are really cool, and I'll even add a lighter color drop shadow to make it extra sparkly. I also want to add some lighting illustrations in the background, just because it's gonna look spooky and very much horror movie poster vibes. Okay, let's decrease the opacity so it's not that shiny and that obvious. Okay, looks good. I like it. Now I'm gonna add a little subtext to the poster. Oh my god, this is so cheesy, like those cheesy texts, like they're behind you or something. So I'm gonna write, "The torment is inside." I vibe with the serif font here because I think it's very editorial 80s aesthetic, and France's Super Soft is only my favorite serif font, like ever. 3 dots, of course. Now I'm just adding the movie credits in the bottom. Of course, those are completely fictional. This movie doesn't even exist, so I'm just making up names like Stephen King, my favorite horror writer. Also, I think something that really gives the poster vibe when designing like a movie or a music poster is adding a label. So I'm adding the restricted label, but I'm making my own in Kittl. I just used basic elements and fonts, which was very simple and easy to make. Look at how adorable it looks in the corner. And that was our 80s horror movie inspired poster. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Now it's your turn to create. Share with us your designs in Kittl. See you in the next video. Bye!